you'll forgive me for asking about the rumours of a coup. So what is going on? The allies of the PM saying that if there's a leadership challenge after the budget, the PM will fight it. So what, is there a leadership challenge? What's happening?
No.
Is Wes Streeting about to attempt to oust Keir Starmer? Well, last night we had Number 10 briefing against a leadership challenge, saying that if anybody tries to oust Keir Starmer, he's going to stand his ground. He's not going to resign. He'll challenge anybody in a leadership election. But what kind of leadership election was he talking about? Where has this rumour come from? Is it because Wes Streeting is trying to oust him behind closed doors at the moment? Well, Wes Streeting seems to deny all of this here.
And I think whoever's been briefing this has been watching too much Celebrity Traitors, and this is just about the worst attack on a faithful I've seen since Joe Marler was kicked out and banished in the final. It's totally self-defeating briefing, not least because it's not true. And I don't understand how anyone thinks it's helpful to the Prime Minister either to suggest he's fighting for his job at a time when, last time I saw him on Monday evening to talk about violence against women and girls and how we tackle it, he's fighting for the country and trying to turn it around from the absolute mess that we...
So have Number 10 essentially created rumours of a leadership coup by themselves when there isn't even one? By putting that briefing out to the press last night, everyone thought, well, clearly somebody is trying to oust him if they felt the need to come out and say he's going to stand his ground. Why would they put it out for nothing? But maybe they are absolutely thick and that is actually what they have done. Or Wes Streeting is lying through his teeth here.
So what's your message then to people who have been briefing this? What would you say to them?
Well, firstly, I'd like to commend them for at least taking on board the feedback about sexist briefings, because we've seen this before. Lucy Powell, Bridget Phillipson, Angela Rayner could go around pretty much the entire cabinet table. So at least they're picking on one of the boys now. But in all seriousness, it doesn't help anyone. It's not true. And I think my frustration actually about the first almost 18 months we've been in government, there is a good story to tell about the change we're delivering, the promises we're keeping, the difference we're making. But would your viewers this morning know that we promised 2 million more appointments in the NHS and delivered 5 million? I'm not sure they would. Would they know that we delivered 2,500 more GPs in our first year, not 1,000?
I am
not.
It's not true, Wes Streeting says with regards to the leadership challenge rumours, but that's interesting given that Guido have revealed that a Wes for Leader website was launched yesterday. Isn't that a bit strange? Huh? Is this just your mates setting this up for you when you aren't interested at all in a leadership challenge? Something seems very fishy to me here. We've had all sorts of rumours going around. We've just had Robert Peston tweet saying, from a Labour MP who tries hard to be loyal to the PM and Downing Street but feels badly let down by the internecine politics of the team around Starmer, some Labour MPs are planning on boycotting PMQs today in protest at the briefing. If the PM thinks we are feral and too stupid to understand economics, then why on earth would we go out and cheer him on? I mean, that's going to be quite something if there is a rebellion of MPs not turning up to PMQs in protest of the budget. It is all this talk is coming now because the budget is about to happen, and they think that might be a moment where Keir Starmer's, they're going to breach that pledge on not raising income tax. We know they're going to do it, like 99% certain. So it's not going to be a popular time at all for Rachel Reeves or Keir Starmer. So if there's any time for someone who wants to oust him to make moves, that might be the time. Now, this is what Guido have to say about it. They always have their nose in the Westminster bubble gossip, so they're definitely the ones to look to on this. They say Whitehall is erupting last night, as Number 10 goes into full bunker mode over fears of a plot to oust Starmer as PM. The flashpoint is the upcoming budget, which Labour MPs fear will make the government even more unpopular. Labour chronicler Patrick Maguire and Guardian's Pippa Crerar first reported an extraordinary operation to protect Starmer, a Number 10 briefing stating that Starmer would fight any attempt to oust him and would resist a leadership challenge. The main fear in number 10 last night is a move from Wes Streeting's camp. But as you see on the morning rounds this morning, he's suggesting that this idea is for the birds and he doesn't know where this rumour has come from. So a lot of mixed messages going out. We've had a couple of sources speaking, anonymous sources speaking to Guido. One says Wes has done it so loudly, it's become the talk of Westminster. A lot of the PLP was contacted. Now Guido can reveal that the number 10 attempt to smoke out the Streeting plot was hastened by fears of a move against Starmer while he is out of the country. Well, maybe Starmer shouldn't go on many fancy trips abroad then if he wants to keep his position. He's done over 40 trips abroad since he became Prime Minister. Guido has chronicled Starmer's extraordinary air miles, a habit complained about in the cabinet. Yeah, that's what I've just mentioned there, over 40 trips. One Starmer skeptical source tells Guido, it's all very febrile. It's likely the rebels will back down. There is no obvious process or person to coalesce around. We all still think May is the danger zone, but the day after the budget and the PLP reaction is key. A move by the cabinet is the only realistic path to ousting Starmer, given his huge majority and control of Labour's NEC. And it seems like number 10 is preparing to fight such an attempt with that briefing coming out. Very, very strange, that briefing coming out, if it is the case that Wes Streeting isn't planning anything. So lots of rumours. It's going to be a busy, crazy day in Westminster today. PMQs are going to be interesting. I'm Chloe Dobbs. Thank you for watching this video. Hit subscribe down below if you want to stay up to date with all of the news.